What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Fiance, and I'm back again with another video. As you can see by today's title and my location, we are going to be doing another cooking video. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm kind of excited to get back into it. Today I am going to be making a vegan lasagna soup. There's all different types of ways that you can do this, but I'm going to show you my way, so please stay tuned.
Okay guys, so first you're going to start off with an onion. It can be yellow, white, sweet, whatever you prefer. I just like white onions. And you're going to take some baby bella mushrooms. You can also use whatever type of mushrooms that you like. Just get some mushrooms, okay? Also, I know that there is better ways to cut onions. I've done it before, but for the sake of this video, I just did it the way that was easier for me. You want to do really thin slices and make sure your dice is really like fine or whatever. And I do this because my husband doesn't like onions that much, and I didn't want them to be overpowering, but I did add the entire onion. I just made the dices really small so that you know, you could taste it but not too much. But I am all for like the onions, the peppers, the mushrooms. I know that a lot of times when people don't like onions, they tend to not like peppers and mushrooms or like tomatoes and stuff like that. So we're going to be taking our mushrooms and slicing them as well. These slices don't have to be super accurate because they're going to get cooked down anyways. So I mean, you could just do this however you want to. I had to hurry up and use these mushrooms because they were getting a little bit older. So yeah, I just needed to get them out of my fridge. But we use mushrooms actually quite a lot in my house. We just love them. It's easy, especially when you're doing like vegan and vegetarian recipes. A lot of stuff calls for mushrooms, so I just add them. Here I'm taking some extra virgin olive oil. Usually I use avocado oil, but this was just what was on my counter, so I just used it. You're going to use a pretty decent amount of that. I know people sometimes don't really like to cook with oil, so you can use I think it's vegetable broth or something. I guess that's what they use. Like, you splash a little vegetable broth so you don't use oils, but I kind of like the oils it gives, especially soups, like the homey hearty feel that you like. I guess. Next we're going to be taking some minced garlic. Please use fresh garlic, but I do this because I don't have a garlic mincer tool or whatever. But once I get one of those, your girl most definitely will be using it, because I prefer fresh garlic, but you know, had to do what I had to do. So I had to switch my camera around, but here I'm just showing you me mixing this all together for a little bit, making sure all the onion, garlic, and mushroom juices, I guess, flow together, if that makes sense. I don't like saying the word juice or juicy sometimes because it just sounds weird. Is that just me? Am I being weird? Okay, whatever, it's fine. So next we are going to take some fire roasted tomatoes. You can use whatever brand you like. I just used this one because it was the first one I saw on the shelf, but they all basically taste the same. You're gonna add 2 cans of this, or 1 can, or 3 cans, however much you're making. I feel like this recipe is, generally speaking, based on however many people that you're cooking for. This most definitely could feed a family of 4 plus, depending on your portions or whatever, but it most definitely fed my little family. Next we're going to be taking some Beyond Meat crumbles. Usually I don't put these in here, but my husband has been like, oh, I need some meat and all this type of stuff, so I'm like, obviously I'm not going to use meat, but I will add something in there to make it a little bit heartier and more meat-like for you. He's been kind of on this weight loss journey with me, but not willingly. He has lost some weight, but you know, not because he wanted to. Next, we're going to take these not chicken bouillon cubes. It's kind of like a mushy texture. It's not hard like the regular bouillon cubes. I use about 2 to 3 of these. The seasonings for this soup are actually very, very simple. You get 2 of those, some garlic powder, and then next I will be showing you guys me putting some Sàzon in there. And it honestly, it makes it taste amazing. It really does. You don't need like 5 to 10 different seasonings. Just use these 3 things and I promise you, you will have the best flavoring for this lasagna soup. Next, we're going to just be mixing all that together and letting that cook for a while, just to get everything, you know, seasoned good and mixed up. So here I am back a little while later after everything cooked for a bit, and we're going to pour in 1 whole container of vegetable broth in there. You may need more depending on how your lasagna noodles cook in. I usually use about 1.5 altogether, but you can use less depending on how thick you'd like your soup. These are the lasagna noodles that I use. You can literally use any kind that you want. You can use the fresher ones, you can use a different brand, it doesn't matter, just whatever, simpler and budget friendly, to be honest. So we're basically going to use almost the entire pack of this, and it doesn't matter how it's breaking up. You want all those different variations of pieces because it just makes the soup better. You don't want everything all uniformed and weird. Just crumble them up, and you know, that's what gives it its pizzazz. It's, I don't know, y'all, but just basically use the whole pack and crumble them up in these sorts of pieces. Also with this, how it's all jiggly or whatever, I usually add more depending on how it's moving around in the water. If I feel like there's still a little bit of room, I add more lasagna noodles, but you don't have to. If you want it a little bit more soupy, instead of like stewy, then add more or less. I should change the name maybe to like lasagna stew. I don't know. But anyways, guys, this is a finished product. If you want a vegetarian take, you can use mozzarella cheese or something like that. Add you a piece of garlic bread and bam, you are done. It's so delicious.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to make something like this or if you want me to try something. Yes, I'm about to go enjoy dinner with my family. I will see you guys in the next video.